What's going on, Tamers? It's your boys, the host of DigiPod, the digital podcast. How's it going?
It's going, man. It's going. The hosts of DigiPod are Dan, me, Gino, and Louis over there.
They know our names. It's all right, you know.
I would hope so. I mean, doesn't Varney usually give us a little name tag too? So you guys shouldn't get
exactly.
Shouldn't get too confused.
Exactly. See, the difference between when like I introduce us, it's us, not just I. You know what I'm saying? Varney is an I guy. He's not a we guy. You know what I'm saying?
Man, not Varney, not liking the we. Crazy.
How about you, Louis? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm here on the pod with my man Dan and Gino and your boy Louis are on the pod.
Let's just introduce pod 3 times every pod.
Here we go. Just go on the pod, playing the pod, listening to the pod.
Just do it a different flavor each person does it, you know?
Every time. But no, doing good. It's nice Monday that's about to feel like the sky's about to break at any moment.
Yeah, we have a flood watch for the next 2 days. Fantastic.
I didn't even realize. I'm so out of the loop.
Gino just doesn't pay attention to anything.
I really don't.
He just hops on and he's just here. Pretty much. Digimon or bust.
Exactly.
Digimon or bust for Gino.
Listen, in the summer, I'm just like, I have no concept of time or space or anything. I'm vibing 24/7.
Oh no, not time space Gino.
It's true.
The strongest form of Gino.
Some call him a time stranger.
True.
That was a bad one. No, that was a good one. Oh my god.
That's my Digivice
for that one.
Yeah. Your little gun.
Okay. Quick pop quiz. Which one did you use? I always just did max damage to one target for the gun.
Yeah, same.
Nah, yeah, 100%.
All right.
I did try the other stuff like the boost. Some of those boost ones are busted. Like you get like
the
crazy
buffs,
stat boosts. Yeah.
I was thinking about
using the late game one. Crazy.
Yeah. I was thinking about using the one that just gives you invincibility and then just save it for like when the boss does the big move if you can't stagger him. But
yeah.
I was like, nah, damage go.
Damage go.
Honestly,
what do you mean?
Because you can stop them before they do that. So you want to kill that small bar, and it does so much damage.
It really does.
Like, why would you not do anything else?
Why would you not load your Digimon into a gun and then fire them?
Yeah,
crazy when you put it in that aspect, right?
The next standing cannon card better remove your Digimon from the field to load them underneath or something.
Oh man,
it's like kills your own Digimon to kill your opponent's Digimon.
What do you got over there? Gun, bam.
Yeah, that'd be great. But we got the last option, it seems like. So we'll see.
Yeah. We're slowly getting there. And the cannon is holding the gun, so
true.
She is.
Yeah,
that's why her name is
fire.
Cannon. Because she's the one with the get it, you know? It just all flows, you know? Sometimes the jokes are in there right there, you know, in the name of it.
They write themselves.
What's the Dan? Anyway, Dan Cannon.
Stupid. Anyways, locals or for some of us, OT Cups. Gino, how did your OT Cup run go, my friend?
Sure, I'll talk about it. I was in pod 3. I think there ended up being 45 total players. I went 4 and 2 or X2 if you wish. And I decided I wasn't sure what I wanted to play. I was either going to sweat with Volcanus, do something fun with VB, or something kind of in the middle with Seiyu Warriors or SW. And so I ended up playing the SW deck, Journey to the West, my boy Seitan Gokumon. And it was a good time. I mean, I'm pretty happy with a 4-2 record, especially because as you guys know, I was on vacation at the start of EX12, so I really haven't got to play the game all that much since EX12 dropped. And so it was the first time I had played against Toho Braves yesterday. The first time I played against VB, like in tournament, and a couple other ones. But so it was new, it was fun, and I made it work for the most part. The 2 decks I lost to were decks that are like a lot stronger than SW, I think. So it's just like Like I didn't expect to win those matchups anyway, and I didn't. So I will talk about my matchups. Let me just pull up my little thing on my phone so that I go in the correct order. Round 1, I know I played against Shine Greymon. And the thing about SW is that generally your play is Evo Rookie in the back. Hopefully it's the Monkey, because that'll give you a gain 1, draw 1. And then play your option, Sanmyojin Arrival, or if you don't have the Arrival, then play the Island, which will let you play your Searcher out. And then the following turn, you pop off. You raise, you go into your, you get your extra memory, so you have enough to go into your 4. Your 4 plays one of your Journey to the West level 5s, which gives Alliance, it gives an effect, right, and then gives you Alliance to your level 4, who then swings. You activate the Makoko effect to Evo into a 5, and then if you played Sanmyojin Arrival, you get to go into your 6 for free, or if you have the Island instead, you get to Evo into your 6 for 1 less. So you can put out a lot of damage there, as well as removal. You can go Nezha and get immunity. You can go Arlang to get yourself a token and a bottom deck. Paishu for de-digivolve, or Takudomon, who plays the Paishu. Either way, you're doing 2 big checks, and then the following turn, if they don't answer your board at all, you're going to get 3 more checks, and then you can just drop Seiten Goku or whatever. There's a lot of ways that you can game them from 3 after that. So that's basically what ended up happening. Game 1 against the Shine Greymon player, he did like what every Shine Greymon wants to open. Augu in the back, Marcus for 4. I don't think he had Marcus and Augu, but the 5 I ended up dropping then is Sagomon. I'm heavy on the Sagos because I think stun is a very strong mechanic right now, especially because it can target tamers. So obviously every time I stun, I target Marcus so that he can't swing with the Marcus and get the free evos and all the value off of that. So he didn't push up turn 2, and then I just blew him out of the water the next turn. And then game 2, he kind of bricked a little. He did find the Marcus and Augu, which I stunned again. But then he ended up passing me the 4 to play Rise for 7, because he ended up going to 3 off of my effects. And yeah, he just popped off from there. Or I popped off from there. He passed me back a bunch of memory, and I just did whatever I wanted. Am I good on your guys' screen? I'm frozen on my screen.
Yeah, you're frozen for us too.
Yeah, you froze. Oh no,
but
back.
Can you hear me? Is my voice coming through?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, whatever. Then it's fine. Okay. My internet's been really weird today. Hopefully it lasts for the next hour and a half. At any rate, so that was Shine. He ended up passing me the 4 memory. I gained a memory off my Monkey. And then I also he ended up hitting 2 islands out of security for me. So I played the Hokubamon and I played something else. And the Hokubamon says, hey, how about you play Susano for 5? So I got to play Susano for 5 with Rush and all the effects and all that good stuff. And I just bodied him that turn. Game 2, I played against, or round 2, I played against Omnimon Alter S. This was a very interesting matchup because, like, game 1, he's like, do I just go for it? And, like, when he has, like, a boost and a rookie in the back. And I'm like, I mean, you're playing the slot machine deck. I think you do just go for it. And he goes, I think I do just go for it. And so he pushed out. He did the whole thing. He went all the way up, got his full thing. And then I had a very interesting interaction. He put me down to 1 security, I think. And then I raised, I did my whole pop off, and I ended up ending on Nezha. And Nezha has collision, and then when attack target changes, he's going to get immunity and the plus 4K. And so he's sitting with Blitzgray and Kreskaruru with nothing underneath because he had already done the Alter S thing. And we had to call a judge because he wasn't sure. And I honestly wasn't 100% sure either. And I didn't want to, try to tell him, no, this is how it is. I was like, let's just call a judge and like get it solved. But basically what he wanted to do was force the redirect with Kreskarurumon. That way I would swing into Cress and then Cress could evade it. But the way it ends up working is that blocker timing is very last, like right before the all the effects process. And so even if he had done the redirect, he would still have to block with something. So what he ended up doing was just letting Crest die by blocking with it. He actually had the Alteress in hand. I'm not sure why he decided not to do it. He told me that later. But Nezha pierced over, and then I got an engage and was able to pierce over again and empty his board. And then from there, he didn't have the resources to come back, really. Which is funny because a lot of the time with that deck, you just play it, here's an assembly, like, ba-ba, like, do whatever in assembly.
Oh, what you got over there? Assemble.
Yep. Very similar to how VB plays, actually, if you play the Omni Heavy version. But that's neither here nor there. Game 2, again, this dude just popped off really fast, and I could not stabilize. Our games ended up going really long. We went all the way to time for this set, but he ended up getting this one, and what he did was he actually went into VB Omni to try and finish me, and I had played a Gawapamon, and I had a token in play, and he tried to delete the Gawapa so that he could get the final swing. And I was like, well, because my token was stunned off of one of his other effects. And I was like, token guard, and now Gawapamon can block. And I stabilized for a couple of turns, because what I would end up doing is I just play Sago, and Sago would stun his Omnimon, and now he has no resources in the trash to assembly with. And so it ended up kind of drawing him out for a little bit. One of the other goats in that matchup was Sanzomon, because I could play like Seiten Goku, and then he would remove Seiten Goku, and then Seiten Goku would play out Sanzo, which gives me a free recovery if I'm at 2 or fewer security. Because you can choose whether or not you add the security to hand, but you always get the recover off of it. And so a lot of the time I would just choose, honestly, not to neg myself unless I was at that 3 or fewer security. But game, and then the final game, he had one good push, and then when I removed it, he couldn't come back. He was always missing like a piece that he needed. I remember he ended up opening, so he's playing black base, obviously. I think all Alteresses are playing black base at this point.
Yeah.
But he ended up the best version.
I think so too.
This is the only version.
He ended up opening Gabu X. And so Gabu X actually ended up biting him because he was at a situation. No, actually, what ended up happening was he needed the +1 memory off the black rookie. And so when he went to do his pop off, he was 1 memory short. And then he ended with 2 4s on the board. And then I just cleared him out. Or like a 4 on the board and a 3. Because he needed to play a rookie. Oh, no, it was the CS Gabu that he had in hand. I've seen they run like one of that. And the CS Gabu doesn't have the memory gain inherit either. And so when he went that and then Gabu X on top, got his search, but then he didn't have enough memory when he evoed the Greymon on his other stack, or Garurumon, or whatever it was.
Play Hammer Spark. Just play Hammer Spark.
Maybe. But he needed just that 1 memory, and he didn't have it, and then I was able to just swing out. I had enough bodies on the board to just clear him out at that point. Rounds 3 and 4 were my 2 losses. Round 3 was against Volcanismon. I didn't take a game off of him. It's just incredibly difficult. I also wasn't finding my 6s. And in this situation, it might have honestly just been better to play my 6s for 12. Because Volcanismon de-digivolves, and all of my megas are super susceptible to de-digivolve. Like Seiten Goku can float out shit, but if he gets de-digivolved, he doesn't do it. Arlangmon is really good defensively, but if he's a stack, he just gets de-digivolved and goes away. Same for Takudo. And then Nezha is immune to everything except options, of which Volcanis plays 20.
Is made of.
Right.
He's made of options.
Right. And then the one time he was able to remove my Seiten Gokumon without de-digivolving at first, he Crimson Blazed me. So I just couldn't do anything about that. Very familiar with Volcanis, so like I knew it was an uphill battle this whole time, and I was like, there's just no way I'm winning this. Like, I'll try, but it's just not working for me here. I would always end on Nezha, and then I would immediately swing into a security option. And I'm like, well,
that sounds about right.
Life in the big city.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it is what it is. Volcan is very good. I don't know if he runs Mars, because I didn't see Mars at all. He was just playing it very like I'm just gonna drop Volcanus and now you deal with this, you know. And a lot
Tell
of the
me you
time,
don't want to.
right? The one time I did deal with his Volcanus, I slammed Satan, gave it neg 17, and then raided into it, forced him to burn his protection, and then he was under the threshold for the DP neg. So there was that. Round 2, there's really not much to talk about beyond that. Like I couldn't do much in that matchup. Kind of same thing with Beelstar. My draws were just not very good. And this is one of those players who was like, my draws are so bad, my hand is so bad, and then immediately plays everything and does everything. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, dude, it sucks that your whole deck is recursive, and as soon as you get one Asuna on the field, it doesn't matter how bad your hand is, because your trash is now your hand too. So like,
oh my god, I'm so bad. Just
and the guy told me he had never played against the SW deck, and so I was like, I'm just hoping that he doesn't understand a trigger or messes something up. And he told me he didn't know that Seitan Goku floats out bodies, but he just happened to use the Der Blitzty Digivolve on it the one turn I had it live, and I'm just like, of course. Like, I wish you would have told me that. I wish I would have just expected, he knew, and so right.
You fool.
But it was rough. Really rough matchup for me. I had a situation where he ended on 2 Beelstars and decided not to go for damage. I think he only found 1 Bind Red trigger at that point. And I was like, man, if I have Susano, I can just melt both of these and then I'm good. If I have Seitan Goku, I can melt one and raid into the other and I'm good. And then I have like a redirect live. And if he like tries to pop me, I can float out stuff, but they were just not showing up. I run 3 Seitan and 1 Susano, and they just didn't want to show up for me. So it is what it is. Got Beelstarred. And then round 5, I played against TB, Toho Braves, my first time playing against this deck. And game 1, he had the nuts. He did everything, and I'm like, I understand why people are mad about this deck. Like, this is crazy. Like, he immediately did all the stuff, bop, execute, turn, like, by like turn 2, he was on Susano, melts my whole board, everything that I've built up. And like, SW, when it comes to being defensive, is a very you remove me, I'm gonna float out something else kind of deck. When you're under a Susano blanket, it just doesn't really matter. Like, I can't float anything out if it's just gonna be 0 DP the second it hits the board. So he did everything game 1, and then game 2, I don't think he was trying to cheat me, but he did some plays that I like had to stop him because they were illegal plays. Like, he tried to crack Sanmyojin Arrival the turn he played it, and then later in that game he did so they always put Island in security just like I do. In my last check I hit Island and he tries to play Karakuru off of it, and I'm like, I'm thinking, and I'm like, wait a second, you can't play Karakuru off that. It's play cost 5 or less, not level 5 or less. Because I was thinking about how good my deck would be if I could play level 5 or less off of my island. But so I got him there. And then game 3, he just bricked. He did not see it at all. Like, he just wasn't doing anything. I think he was missing either a 4 or a 5. He was missing some piece to climb up. And so I just like went for it. I think it was the previous game, but he ended up dropping a Susano for the full 7. And then I had 8 memory and dropped my own Susano in response. So it's just like kind of funny game. But I ended up taking that one 2-1. And then my final game of the day was against Virus Busters VB. This guy, super nice dude. While we were shuffling up, we were just like chit chatting, waiting for the round to start. Like, how was your day? Like, what'd you play against? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I really like this deck. I didn't want to play anything super sweaty today. I just wanted to have like a good time. And he's like, but I need to really adjust my ratios because something ain't right here. Like, I'm on 10 rookies and it's too risky. And I didn't even know what he was playing at that point. But after the game, we talked about our different builds of it. And he was playing like a lot of the gamma heavy stuff, including Proxima, Canawise. I just don't think the Canawise is that good unless you're playing like gamma. And he was playing like a pretty good mix of everything from VB. So like game 1.
This is how you make VB good. You take all the Gammon stuff and you throw it into the trash.
Except for Beetle. Beetle's like low-key the best.
Beetle.
Yes. Beetle and Guru are the best level 4s in that deck. But yeah, all the other Gamma stuff, take it out. I could see maybe a world where Proxima's pretty good, but I'm not sure. Either way, game 1, he's like, yeah, this is what I was talking about with my consistency today. He didn't see anything. Like I literally just played my game and he didn't do anything the whole game. I just swung 5 times into his security and then 6 for game. He didn't do anything. Like he would play a level 5 and then I would immediately just remove it with, or I mean, he'd play a level 4 and I would immediately remove it with whatever I was doing. And there's just nothing he could really do. And then game 2 was the only game, I think, the whole day where I used Takudomon. And I saw Takudomon twice. And so I had double Takudomon on board. So if he ever swings, I counter summon 2 Paishu tokens, get D-Digivolve 2 twice, and neg 6 twice. And so he just could not get around that wall, especially because I had the token on board already because he does it on Evo. And so he would go into Melga, try to bottom deck Takudo, but then I just guard. And I don't have to worry about it. So guard is really rough match for him. I kind of just walked all over him. But at the end of the day, I ended up getting 8th place. So top 8, you'll be able to see me on the Carte Magica deck whatevers. So that'll be exciting because I don't think anybody's really playing SW. But they said they were going to put out some deck review videos. So maybe you'll see DG Gino there. And you can see my build. And
well, Gino, that's funny you mentioned Sign-In Warriors because I wanted to try to make it work.
It's fun, man. I had a really good time with it.
I love this card.
I think it's a really good deck. It's just because like TV can do what it does. So like even if you throw that to the side, it's just the one downside to SW is that like sometimes when you want your major combos gives a lot of memory. And so that's kind of like the downside, especially in today's game.
Yeah, you got to slam Satan for 7 for like your major power play. And then the real big problem, I think, is that you really need to get both options in secure, like the one in security and your arrival, like really quickly. Kunlun, I think, is going to help with that, obviously, because you get an end of turn free option free play. Skis. Right.
But free options, baby. Oh, shit.
Until then, it's like, damn, I have to play 3 to play this, or I have to push out Hakuba and then risk losing this. And like, it's rough because with Hakuba, you want to play the 5 so that you can do your pop off, but like you also want to get the option on field. So like really ultimately you just really need to open option rookie and then you're like off to the races so that when you go turn 0, here's 3 memory, but then next turn I'm doing whatever I want. So it's like,
what is this? All the memory. Oh,
right.
Okay.
You will pass, but yeah, you do end up passing a lot then, because if they choke you to 1, you'll go to 2, use your rookie, or go to your 4, you're at 2. Now when you do your whole pop off, you're dropping your 5 for 3, and then you're evoing for at least 1. So you're passing minimum 4 memory, possibly more if you didn't have arrival. So like Dan said, passing a lot of memory, not great in this game. And TB is just like head and shoulders better than SW, that it's like, why would you want to play SW when you could play TB? And it was really annoying when I played the SW guy, the game that he won, or the TB guy, the game that he won, he had Amaterasu on. He's like, okay, bottom deck your level 5s. And I'm like, fuck, like I forgot that they could just mess with my trash like that. And like the level 5s I really need. And like when I play the deck, I put like my trash in one pile and then my level 5s in a separate pile so that I know I'm ready. As soon as he Amaterasu'd me, I'm like, all right, my trash is getting shuffled together. I'm not giving him this information.
Yeah.
Nah, you never. In a tournament, just keep it in one pile.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I usually only separate it when they can't interact with my trash. Like every deck I play doesn't interact with my trash, so it doesn't matter if I'm giving him that information or not. Like he can ask
realistically
it.
It's what, like Medusa, Paladin mode,
Amaterasu.
I got Amaterasu.
Yeah.
There's definitely something else. Dan. Does Dan interact with our trashes?
Millennium
on?
Yeah. Oh, I was like,
yeah.
That's a weird second.
Yeah, so basically, unless you run into those decks, like I'll just leave my my pile separated so that I can quickly gather them and give information. And SW can be a little bit grindy sometimes if they can't out.
Oh, it definitely can be grindy.
You can keep going Sanzo, keep getting recovery, keep stunning shit off Sago. So like the faster I can like do my actual things, the better. Like I don't want to keep anybody waiting while I dig through my trash for my 5 level 5s. And it's also just for me because like you need the 3 different 5s. And so if I just see I have them all laid out right here, I'm good to go, you know. So that was my ulti cup event. I had a good time. I'm looking forward to getting my Gamma prize card for top. I think it was top 16 for Gamma.
Yeah, top 16.
Either
so
way,
nothing for top 8, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, top 4 you need to
no
get for
Beidou
Gamma
Gammamon for some odd reason.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the prize cards. I'm like, what is this? Like,
I have no idea when it came to Gammamon that has a whole line. I can understand why they did it for Cross and Superior mode. Arrestormon. Like there's only really 3 of them. Right. But like Gamma has a full 2 to 7. Like why didn't they break it down more? But you know, it is what it is.
John Bandai. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah,
pretty much. How'd locals go, Dan?
I was gonna tell Louis, how about you? How'd it go for you?
I didn't play Ulti Cup this weekend. I actually missed out on it.
Obviously. Yeah, locals.
Yeah.
No?
I had an online tournament on Sunday where I played. It was single elimination, so I decided to play Alter S Ladder. Made some modifications to the one that topped /1 recently, and I was like, all right, I'm like, I just didn't want to think too much. Yeah, no, I wish I had a Hammerspark. Hammerspark would have been kind of fire a couple of times, but I only did 2 rounds. First round I played against Angels. Game 1 I went full ham, and then game 2 he didn't. All of his Shakomons were in security, so he couldn't really do anything.
Yuck.
And it was pretty much just over. And then round 2 I played against TB, and I've had 0 game time into TB. And I was like, all right, I'm like, I just need to read what most of these cards do. And I'm like, okay, the egg is cool. The level 5 is really cool. Katakuri's annoying. Kaguya is very annoying. So all I really need to do is just set as much as I can. Yeah, it's nuts. The only thing I really need to do is just set a board, have Rookie and Raising, and prepare to gain 6 memory and completely do my combos. So game 1, I did full combo. Game 2, unfortunately, misplayed my Metal Garurumon because it was immune under Blitz Greymon, and he decided to go Susano, and I, in my infinite wisdom, I did not activate the all turns of Metal Garurumon to stun the Susano so it couldn't attack, triggering the when attacking effects, and that would have changed the biggest part of the whole game. But that's on me for just deciding to sleeve up the deck at the last second and play that. But I also teched in the EX1 Melga because it bot decks things with on deletion effects. So I figured it was an okay card to run. Never came up, but extra memory gain, very cool, because like that list that topped, I also played the 2 EX12 Omnimons, which are kind of nice. I really like that card, especially when you get 10 sources underneath, which is 2 full stacks, and you are just going to the races, baby. Love the card. All in all,
yeah, double trash, pretty good.
You get double trash, double recovery, better pizza, Papa John's. So I did that. I like the deck a lot. I think I'm probably just gonna ride this deck up until what is it, BT26? I forgot what BT we're up to now.
BT26, yes.
Yeah, so for BT26, and then from BT26, I'll probably play some jank deck. I'm feeling that Atmon deck that I keep telling people is going to be bad, only because I want it to be very bad. So when I play it, I'm right.
The Dantemon?
Dantemon, yeah.
I'm excited for Dantemon.
All those cards read broken.
It's either going to be really good or really bad. I don't think there's any in between.
There's no
it can't be really bad just because like the tools to it is so good.
They do seem really good.
Like even if Dantemon is like mid, everything else is so good, you could probably like be okay Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But I'm kind of feeling Dantemon deck. Damn, what else is coming out for 26? Trying to think of any other deck that I may care
Titans, Plutomon.
Yeah, that Plutomon deck looks wacky.
Plutomon, hand control,
Rosemon.
baby. I don't care about Rosemon, but hand
Rosemon.
control.
Ravemon.
Yo, what
Ooh,
do we?
we got a new Dromojamon.
Haha, let's go, my boy.
He has training. It's a DM card, version 3. My fault. This is breaking news here. We got a Dromojamon that has a when moving on play effect.
All right,
It has training and piercing. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then by placing one card in your hand face down to Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, the Digimon gains plus 1k until your opponent's turn ends for each of its face down Digivolution cards. Pretty solid.
Not bad.
And then we got a Gyromon for version 3 as well.
Ooh, let's go.
DM.
I love that guy.
Yeah, Gyromon. He has Fragment 2. On play. Oh, Inheritable is piercing for Dromojamon. On play, when Digivolving, counter. You may place one card in your hand face down as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Then you may delete one of your Digimon with the version 3 trait. All of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. Damn.
Yo, what?
And they have 3 6s. You just pop a rookie and kill 3 6s. Like, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
And then Inheritable. Inheritable is all turns when the Digimon will leave the battle area, trash your opponent's top security card.
That's awesome. I love
Gino.
Gino. Obviously, you guys know I am DM enjoyer heavy. And version 3 is the one that I wanted to work the most.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's the one with the Edamon that gives you the recover.
Yep. I'm hyped for DM3. Yep.
I'm stoked. Awesome.
Let me get a new Metal Edamon for version 3.
True.
Oh man, I'm so I love the DM archetypes.
It's only breaking news. It's only breaking news if Barney decides to put the video out so soon. You heard me, Barney. Yeah. Barney, you heard.
This ain't going out until 2 weeks or whatever it is at this point.
It's breaking news for us.
By the time, right. By the time y'all are listening to this, it's old ass news and no one cares about it at that point, unfortunately. Because if it was my way, it would be out this week. But anyways, it's not. So moving forward from that point. For me, I had 2 tournaments. I also joined the Ulti Cup. Unfortunately, I only did 3 rounds because I had to go, unfortunately, after round 3. But I had a solid 3 rounds of it. And so I went 2-1. I played Metal Empire, of course. I made like one small tech choice, which actually turned out to be really good from playing it. For the matchups I had, it didn't matter. But like in my second tournament, which was locals, it mattered quite a bit. So round 1, I played against Imperial. I'm just like, whatever, it's Imperial. Game 1, I just cook them. Nothing really to talk about. Game 2, I decided to wait one more turn. I'm like, he don't got it.
And he had it.
My man's 5 checks OTKs me. I'm like, yo, this is not real. I was like, yo, this is some crazy shit. My man's with DNA Pyodra, 8001, swing Evo into the starter deck one, spits out the 2 bodies. Those Evo into Pyodra, the BT16 swing, unspent swing. My man's Evo'd into the EX2, not the EX2, 8001 Imperial, over the Imperialdramon. And then did 2 more checks. I was 5, and then he went Omni X. I was like,
X.
My man was just nice with it. Okay.
Omni X and
game 3 happened.
So funny.
Yeah, it really is. And then game 3 happens, and what happened? It was I know I won that. It was he got into a Pyodramon. He got into a Pyodramon, and then he got into a Imperialdramon. I went fighter mode because he did like 2 checks. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna drop this Chaosdramon. And dropped it for 7. I gave him like 4 memory, but he couldn't do anything about it because he used all his resources on that stack. And he couldn't deal with the Chaosdramon, so legit the following turn I just dealt with. I just OTK'd him at that point. That was about it. Round 2, I played against Damn, I already forgot. I ain't gonna lie. I know I won that 2-0. Whatever that happened. I won that one 2-0. And I feel like it was an older deck. Because the guy was like, no, it wasn't necessarily an older deck, but the guy was like, I've never played against Metal Empire before, so a guy like tell me what everything does. I was like, I'm killing you right now. This is my kill turn right here.
What does it do? You lost. What? What do you mean you lost? Look, see, look.
Basically, I legit forgot what I played against right now. All I know, it was a 2-0 win. If it gets back to me, I'll remember. I'll mention it when the time comes. Round 3, I played against Bears. The reason why I remember against Bears because I lost 0-2 because I had good opening hands, rookie champion popping off, and then I find no sixes. I'm just like, oh, I'm
not in the Metal Empire deck.
Yeah, we were running 7 of them, right? So not even a Chaos Ramon, because at least I could have just like Chaos, drop the Chaos and deal with his board state. Right. And then game, what was worse about it was that game 1, he went into a Marsmon and it was just Marsmon. That's it. I was like, yo, I can deal with this Marsmon with no problem. Marsmon's easy, not an issue. Never found one, and so it ended up cooking me. At that point, and like I ended up dealing with it by like hard drop, I think Megatron, so I de-digivolved it. But I de-digivolved it back to Grab Leo, which is not good. Like if he does some other combo, he could just go to like another Callus, and I think that's what he ended up going. And then game 2, again, he gets to the point where he swings out, and I have a low 5 on board. I just have no 6s, so I couldn't at least like Machine Dramon aced him, because Machine Dramon ace cooks that deck. Like this Callus ain't doing nothing about it, and you go, all right, Battle Cool Fragment or Guard or something like that. Like they can't do anything about Machine Dramon. So it was just a matter of seeing them. I did not see them, and I went into a high Andro. No, it wasn't a high Andro. It was Andromon, and I went in top 3, and then like I think I milled 2 Machine Dramons. I was like, that cooks me so hard. And I go high Andro, I don't see the Machine Dramon. I was like, damn it.
That deck doesn't have a way to grab stuff back from the trash.
Yeah, it'd be great if I had my Greymons. I didn't see that either. Right. So like if I had the Greymon, it would have been an issue, because like I saw there was a point where I was like, all right, I got 2 in trash. Let me find a Greymon. What happens is they're stuck in security, and I was like, yeah, ain't nothing I could do about that. Sure. So I ended up losing 0-2 on that one, and so I dropped out 0-2, got at 2-1. You're like, why would you drop out your winning record? I'll be honest, I think I would have went X1 the whole thing. Like that's how confident I felt with the deck. The deck just feels amazing in it, and the one tech that I felt that would do well against which is TB, which is Metal Phantomon. Metal Phantomon is low-key really nice into that, because it's an inherent of on deletion, D0 1. So if they go Susan on you past turn, sure that you might overflow, but they're dropping it for 7. And so unless they have like triple analog use, or like they have a situation, which is fine, you're D-Digivon at Susan, which means they're not doing the Susan stuff at that point. And now if they have another Susan, great. They use 2 Susans in that one turn, Susano, I should say. That means that more resources used. That means I'm in an okay spot. They have to do all that. And so it didn't happen, but the idea was good, and it worked really well in my locals run. So locals run, I ended up winning that one 3-0. Round 1, I played against a Rebumon. I ended up winning that one 2-0. Game 1 was like super grind fest. He ends up putting me down to 0. Well, he put me to 1, and then I went Metal. He put me down to 0, and then I went Metal Empire eventually for free, and then like I stayed at 1. But like I kept like putting blockers or redirects in front of his Rebumon, and when you have guard or you have fragment or stuff like that, like Reboot can't really deal with your stacks. And so I got to the point where I have like a Chaos Ramon, high Andrew, I think, and like something else, but like he kept stunning them or somehow in a way where I couldn't unsuspend or I couldn't suspend, something like that, whatever it was, because Reboot has that ability. And But like you can't stop a redirect. And so I just kept redirecting. We're gonna fragment or guard, whatever, to the point where I make him run out his resources. His hand is down to 0 because he kept linking it to try to do things. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. You're gonna hit Metal Empire at this point. Finally, we're gonna drop this Mega Dramon. We're gonna pop your rookies that you have chilling there because you thought you were gonna get something value out of them to win. You was not doing it, and so he runs out cards in his hand. And the following turn, I went out because I have all the ability to just go swing out and like go for game. And then game 2 was a fast one. Like that game 1 was probably 30 minutes. Game 2 was probably like 5 to 10 minutes because I just had what I had and he couldn't stop me. And I just OTK'd him with high aggro, machine, going to chaos, and, like GG's basically, right?
And everything in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, so that was it. Round 2, I played against a new guy. He came up from Philly. He was on his way from vacation. Cool dude. My man's was almost Marcus Incarnate because the game 1, I was like, yo, this man just had everything. I was like, cool. Cooks me. Straight up cooks me.
True main character
Could
powers.
not do anything about it. I think all 3 games, I hit I forget what it's called for Data Squad, but the E-Pulse equivalent.
DNA charge. DNA charge, first check, every security. I'm just like, yo, Data Squad people just have it, man.
They just have
I
it.
swear.
Oh my god.
They really do.
Nuts.
And so game 1, he ends up getting it pretty fast. Game 2 ends up being a pretty grindy game. And what I learned was kind of funny. I ended up getting the Metal Phantom on. And so I will go Metal Phantom on underneath Machinedramon or a Chaosdramon, or let him. He's gonna kill it because he has DP neg in that deck natively, so it's easy for him to kill something. All right, cool. We're gonna Digivolve something, even if I overflow, but I'm stalling out your plays at that point. And so it got to the point where he would have a stack. I dropped Chaosdramon, and then I had the Metal Phantom on. He will rebuild again, go into another burst mode, and then kill my stack. And I go, all right, Metal Phantom on, Digivolve. And then I dropped another Chaosdramon afterwards because I had Greymon. I grabbed it back because I was like, it got to the point I was just trying to play defense because he was just so offensively pushing because he had like triple tamers in the bag with mad resources. And it got to the point where I just, he ended up like decking out. I ran through 4 shines, 2 Rosemons, 3 burst modes or 2 burst modes he went through, like everything. Yeah, I just like held it down and played defense, and then I got to the point where I was able to play offense and then win the game. And then game 3 happened. He was a little slower out of the gates, and I had everything, and I built high Andro and I built a Machinedramon stack because I went high Andro, hit a 5 Evo. I hard Evo into the Machinedramon. And now when you go, Shine Greymon, Negabillion or something, cool, we're going DNA into Chaosdramon, and now I'm going to F up your whole board state. And so that's basically what happened. And then the following turn, I just OTK'd him at that point, and that's all it was. When it comes to
Stop, Dan, he's already dead.
Yeah, right. Especially when you have like 3 unsuspends and you're doing 2 checks every time, and then you have a Metal Magmon unsuspend too. Like, you could do like 8 checks and still win at that point.
Not Dan committing war crimes.
I'm telling you, the way I have it built, people are sleeping the way you gotta play Metal Empire, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But round 3, I played against Digimon, and I'm just like,
oh,
it's all right. Like, you do some cool things. Pike. Yeah. Game 1, he came out the gates fast though. He put me down to 1 security immediately, basically. But I was able to hold it down, play defense. And it got to the point where that was also like a 30-minute grind fest because like I'm just playing defense and not really doing no offense. And so I'm going like a high Angel. I'm just building this wide board for him to just have to deal with blockers and redirects. And so that's basically what happens. And then Diabrate is cool, but like the immunity is only for that 1 turn because it's only on Evo effect.
Yeah.
And so once I stall him out for that turn, the following turn I'm able to deal with it and so on. And then got to the point where Diabre, he had the level 5. I forget what it was. It's not Angora. It's Lamore. He had a Lamore with a 4 underneath, and I think maybe a 3 underneath. And then he hard dropped a Lamore. So basically it was so he can have blockers, and then so I couldn't kill him. But he gave me 5 memory when he did that. So I have a Mega Dramon with a Hand Andro, I think it was, and a rookie. I drop another Mega Dramon effect. We're going to Digivolve the Diabre. We're going to Digivolve the other Lamore. And then since I have the second Mega Dramon chilling on board already, that all turns procs 2, sees the Mega Dramon get played, and I pop the champion. So now I deal with 2 blockers basically at one point, or a counter, I should say. And then I just swing out, and then he only has 1 blocker, and then I'm winning. And then game 2, he was slow out the gates, and I had everything, and I just OTK'd him basically. Or I put him to 0, and I was like, can you deal with this giant Chaos Dramon stack that has everything in the books? No, you can't. All right, cool. I win next turn. So
he looks at his hand. No.
Yeah. So I ended up winning it. I think because now I won, I think three locals in a row with Metal Empire. It's time to put it to rest. Time to retire it. We can't be traumatizing people more with Metal Empire. They're tired of seeing me play that deck.
Let it be known, it's because I haven't been there for 3 weeks.
Oh, hey, I'm just saying.
Stan's got nobody in his way.
Oh.
I'm just saying the way I've been high rolling people, it's you never know.
I know, right, Dan. You gotta go. Yeah, Metal Empire. Just you show them that.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, it's fantastic deck. Obviously has a weakness. It has one major weakness in my opinion, which is TB, which is Susanoomon.
Tuberculosis. Yeah.
It depends how you deck build. Which we'll get into. The main topic now, I guess. Speaking of TB, Gino, you don't know the topic. We're gonna talk about it now.
I'm so excited.
Is TB killing the game? Because everybody thinks there's a problem right now. Is TB this giant tier 0 deck that any deck can't deal with, or it has an answer to everything, and Susanoomon a problem? What's going on here, fellas? What's going on with this deck? Because people are going crazy in Discord, in Facebook, everywhere that's talking about it. Mind you, it hasn't won anything yet, but people are going crazy.
It's had a lot of top representation.
A lot of tops, yeah.
It's there, but it's not really winning. I guess we'll go into the recent regionals, but there was only 3 in the top 16, with one of them getting second place. TB definitely has that reckless gameplay style of, oh, hey, you cleared out my board. And then it goes into, yeah, so you cleared out my board. Now I'm just going to drop Suzy Woozy. My Eggy Weggy gives me the brokenness of freaking execute with a GG.
Yeah, because it's on the egg.
Yeah, because the eggs are cute, but it ain't cuter. And just execute alone on Susano to be triggering your 1 attacking effects is kind of wicked. Not gonna lie to you, woo. Especially after you give me 6 or 7 memory, and then you just get to do whatever you want with it. But what is this? Do whatever you want. Well, I don't know. You get to put minimum minus 16 on my board. You spin one of my dudes into my security, and if you can't, you just trash one of my securities just because. Oh, and you recover one. And then you get to trigger the platitude, the multitude, the sheer disrespectful amount of inheritable effects on all of those cards. And look, I haven't played against TB enough. I keep hearing them. I wanted to play TB because I thought Toho Braves sounds really cool. Toho Braves sounds like Kamen Rider. I'm a nerd. So that's why I wanted to play Toho Braves. But then when I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow. I'm like, yo, this deck is kind of a problem. Unless you're playing decks that can just ignore 90% of those abilities, react to Susano coming out, or hey, you playing floodgates, you got your little Chikurimon out in the back, just hanging out, reducing play cost. Like, no one's really doing that. So it's kind of like, it kind of hurts playing against that deck.
The thing with Toho Braves is that it is the perfect blend of offense and defense. All of the 6s are extremely strong defending tools, and then Susano is just an extremely difficult card for like 90% of the card base to deal with. So like, if you're immune to Digimon effects, cool, here's Execute, which can target an unsuspended Digimon. Like, just swing over. Like, there's not much that can survive a Susano board, and the problem with Toho Braves is not even so much that they can do Susanoomon, but the fact that they can do it so quickly. It is so easy for them to set up their trash between Analog Youth, various effects that are like pitch 1 to gain 1, draw 1, or stuff like that, and just Execute. Execute is so incredibly powerful for the deck because boom, that's my, let's say you pass them to 1, they evo into, they raise their rookie, they go to 2 off of the rookie effect, which gets them a card in trash. They do into their 5, which gives them whatever, let's say it's the Shishi, let's say they have the God Hand, right? They go ahead, they Execute, and then they go into their level 6 off of that effect. That's 5 cards that they put in the trash off that one turn. And then maybe minus 1 or 2, depending on what they decide to play out off of the their on deletion effects, right? But like, that means by the next turn, if they do that again, they're ready to Susanoomon you. And that's not even taking into account the fact that, hey, if you get to play the game back, you're going to hit their security for a couple of checks and fill their trash up. And then by that time, like, it's crazy how quickly Susano can come out. Do I think Toho Braves breaks the game? No. But people were thinking back when the cards were revealed that Toho Braves would slow the game down. It slows the game down for your opponent, but you still go just as fast. Like, I don't know. Susano being basically a whole board wipe and there's no real way to counter it is a bit problematic. But I don't know if it's like, oh, we need to ban Susano. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I don't think it's a tier 1 deck. I think it's a very strong deck. I think it became the best defensive deck instantly with EX12 dropping. With that, like Gino mentioned, it becomes a very good offense because what you can do is, you know, every turn you just keep dropping a Susan if you have it, and you're going to do 2 checks technically, right? You're going to do the 1 swing, and then you're going to do a trash 1. And so you probably already did 2 checks anyways with Amaterasu or Ryugu or whatever it is that's going on, or what's the other one, Kaguya. And so what's interesting is about the deck is it made turn 2 decks have to go turn 2, and you're not turn 2. Now they're just gonna go, I'm gonna slow you down. I'm gonna kill your board, probably, most likely, and you're not gonna be able to do anything. And so about it. And so yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 memory, maybe anywhere. Let's say anywhere between 3 to 7 memory, something like that, right? Can you answer it? Are you prepared are you prepared for that? If you're not prepared for getting Susano on you, you're cooked, buddy. Like, there's nothing you do about that. And that's something that people need to realize when it comes to the game now, right? It's the same thing with any top tier deck. Are you prepared for when Medusa comes out and it punches you in the face, goes to Styraco, drops a second or third body, so they have the protection, give you these tokens, put you down to 1 security or 0 security, and you go, can you deal with this? That's basically what the answer is when it comes to them. On the flip side, though, when it comes to TB, they're killing their own stack when they do Execute. And so it's not like you have to deal with it. Are you prepared for a second one? Can you win within that turn frame or whatever, right? Because you're chilling. And realistically, everything else to me is a non-issue. Like I think the deck is perfectly fine when it comes to like Amaterasu, Ryugu, and Kaguya, and they do their cool combos with the XQ. I think to me it's just Susanoomon that's the problem card in the deck. What's also a problem is when you have analog use that's facilitating the trash pretty fast. So it warrants a question here. Is it finally time? Has this deck finally brought analog use to finally get hit on the ban list? What do y'all think?
Well, like, it would suck because Analog Youth is the glue that holds together every purple deck, right?
It sure is.
It's a very good card, and all of the best purple decks or decks that want to facilitate trash are running it at 4 of or run it at 4 of, like Millenniumon, for example, especially when you have self-delete effects, because then you're like, ooh, I get to kill myself, I get to set up my trash, I get a search, and I get to kill myself and plus off of it later. So like, it's if we hit so the game that I lost against TB in Ulti Cup yesterday was the game where he went rookie and back Analog Youth turn 0, like, and he was able to Susan so fast because of it, because that's the trash off the rookie, and then they'll get the 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Analog Youth is another 3, and you get to take 1. So boom, there's your 7 cards in trash. 1 Analog Youth is all you need. Go ahead.
Yeah, and mind you, Analog Youth, I mean, the assembly for Susano, which I think is the dumbest thing, is that you're allowed to use options. So you don't care you milled your options when it comes to Analog Youth or the deck, I should say, because Susanoomon goes, all right, we're going to assembly with options, because for some reason they allowed a Digimon to have options underneath it like that. It's the most weirdest thing ever that it can do that, but it is what it is at this point. And that's the issue, because like if options weren't allowed, one, the DP neg is not guaranteed to be as high, because you have basically 4 colors. You have a tricolored card. That's, was it purple, red, yellow, green?
Blue, green, yellow?
The arrival.
Blue, green, yellow.
Arrival?
There you go. I forgot what colors it was.
I think.
I don't remember the colors. Yeah. And then you have a white option, right? So that's 4 colors right there in 2 cards. Crazy when you think about it.
Not even counting
so you don't,
your Digimon.
Digimon, right? And so there's no like downside to it when it comes to that. So you're guaranteed to hit like the, you know, between 18 and 15, no problem asked, because you're able to do that. I wish they would have erratas in the game, but that's neither here nor there. That's a different subject and a different day. Like, have it where it just says Digimon, not cards, because that's just dumb. And I guess future, right? You can probably put Konlon underneath it because it's just cards, and that's TB based, right? Trashing it. Or Shambhala, whatever the trade is that you're allowed to put underneath it. And so I don't know, like they never hit Analog Youth previously. I don't know if they will, but maybe this is a pause for this. Like maybe it is finally time to hit something that's so old from EX1 era cards that, you know, that's problematic in today's game, because everybody always talks about how Analog Youth is just too strong of a card for today's game. It's just so much value and such little to cost. So maybe that is it. I don't know, but we'll see when it comes to that. But you mentioned Louis, you mentioned the tournament that the region just happened.
Yes, we just had a regional in United Kingdoms, England. Particularly, this was done by Organized Play Events. Not sure if that's the name of the store or the thing. Yeah, let me just share.
Cool thing about it is the top 4 was a Red Hybrid, Crossheart, TB, and then Medusa, I think it is.
Yes, it was. In first, we actually had a Cross Hearts player who went 6-2, Toho Braves that went 6-2 also, a Red Hybrid Emperor Greymon top end.
Is that a timeout, Gino? Is that a timeout?
This is a timeout. Okay. Can we talk about real quick just how Dan was like, I don't think Crossheart can do it anymore these days, guys. Crossheart isn't that good. What's this, Dan?
That was a while ago, yeah.
What's this regional Crossheart W?
Yeah,
comes to find out, Crossheart doesn't care about TB.
It does not care.
I do have a question though. How come? Maybe this will make me look like a noob player, but how comes the dudes going 6-2 are scoring better than the guy who went 7-1?
That's a very good question.
Because it's Top Cut. So they have 2-day events in.
Oh,
EU,
okay. I didn't know it was Top Cut.
So
that makes sense.
They do the top 16. You play out the top 16.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yep.
Yeah. So crazy. I mean, we can go through the first deck list, which is Cross Hearts. It does not look any different than any typical Cross Hearts list. Your typical BT19 Shoutmon, Sparrowmon, Raptor Sparrowmon, the cool guy Shooting Starmon. This whole deck is just BT19. Turris Ballista, Jaeger, Omni Shout. This card is phenomenal, by the way. Love this card. Your Cross Heart EX6. Talk about cards that don't care about getting DP reduced. Material Save 4 makes the deck so resource efficient. Cross 7, it's been a while since I've seen this dude. I don't even know what this one does. This is a newer one.
Bro, what are you talking about? This is a new one. This
is
what the new goat
newest
is.
card in the deck.
So here's the crazy part. I have never seen anybody play Cross Hearts, and I've never seen X7 come out. I've always seen EX6 come out and cause problems. So that shows you how prevalent the 8001 Shoutmon deck has been in my circle. So
I was about to say, it won the regional after 8001.
Listen, I don't pay attention to those things. I see Cross Hearts and my brain just goes, X4 still banned. Or X4 still at 1.
My boy. I wanna unsuspend my Cross Tamers and draw too.
No, stop.
Man. So let me read this for those who don't know, but clearly everybody knows except for me. On point when Digivolving when attacking, once per turn, you may return one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Then you can unsuspend. Very cool. And then all turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by cross from this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may place up to 4 Cross Hearts or Blue Flare traits from under one of your tamers and play such a card without paying the cost. Okay, that's very cool.
I really like how it says "except by cross." That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you just go
stupid
cross.
Stuff with that.
Wait a second, cross.
Very
wait
funny.
A second. Throw this guy out again. Do combo. Very cool.
Is he running Fire Rocket?
Let's keep going. You think you do? The Greymon flavor, a little bit of Alder Arms, just because you have access to all the cool colors: yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black,
black and yellow, black and yellow.
3 Kotones, 4 Taiki, OG BT10s, 4 BT21, 1 BT19, and Dan's favorite card, Fire Rocket. Now, Dan, for those in the crowd who don't know what Fire Rocket does, insecurity, if you hit him, I get to delete a blocker. Very cool, very strong. And on the other side of it, if you have an armor form, you get to ignore the color requirements. It's a red card, and it gives any one of your Digimon with 2 colors or more. Let's be very specific with that. 2 colors or more. Security tech +1 for the turn. So when you're giving a boyo like this security tech +1, he could just unsuspend. That's kind of disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie to you, but great job, Robin. That was a really great run. Does it tell them who they played against or no?
If they uploaded all that, I don't know if they did all that, but
that's a lot of extra work to put in all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, it would have been nice to see what his matchups were.
For sure.
Let's go back to the Toho Brave conversation. TB slop. It looks like this dude decided to play one more Karakuri, and we get to see the Chimeramon in this one. Ooh, Chimeramon. Putting a little bit of spice in their list.
It makes sense because you execute, poop out 2 4s,
spit out 2 bodies.
Yep, and then you just DNA for game.
Yeah, it looks very cookie cutter though.
Especially if you have analog use or something like that, so you would be able to, keep turn on your execute and then you DNA.
Snap the memory back, go back to it. So we're looking at 4 of the best egg in the game. Execute, very cool. 3 Gossamon, 3 Hani, 4 Wonko, 4 Kokeshi, 2 Sears is not a store anymore. 4 Shellmon, 3 Karakuri, 1 Chimera, 2 Marine Bull, 3 Shishi Wakamaru. If you know what that reference is, I appreciate you guys. 3 Amaterasus, 3 Kaguyas, 2 Ryugas. Really cool that people are actually playing this again. I've seen a lot of TB lists just cut Ryugu. And now I'm seeing more.
I think that's
Ryugu.
false. I think Ryugu is the best one.
This card is
Haters.
nuts. All turns when you play something, I'm going to stop you from using one Digiball effects and suspend you. You know how many times I got hit by that thing yesterday? That was very frustrating. 3 Susans, 3 not 4 analog use. Okay. 3 Genshi Continent.
I said maybe it doesn't need to go if he's only running 3.
Exactly. Yeah. We got to make sure that your DM deck stays untouched. I'm here for you. Gino.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
You know how many decks die when if Analog Youth gets banned? Like, a lot of things just become unplayable. And then for Sanmyojin Arrival, that was your 3-color card that we were complaining about earlier. So TB took second. Third place we got Red Hybrid. Looking at for the deck like Red Hybrid, where it's mostly just Tamers and Digimon, you can afford to play 4 Ukomons, which is great. And then your typical slop, 4 Koromon eggs, 2 strawberries, just because you get a little bit of memory when you attack. 4 Goonies, 3 BT18 Goonies, 2 BT17 Burning Greymons, 3 Kazemons, 1 Kuma, 1 of the BT17 Aldermon that I've seen a lot of people cut out, and now it looks like it's being re-added because people don't want to activate option effects in life anymore. Very cool, very smart. And then 2 of the Aldermon that does the exact same thing. Just because. But the difference between this one is that this one allows you to warp, so very cool. It allows you to go into more disrespectful cards that we're seeing afterwards. And then 4 of the really good Aldermon. Why do we give a Digimon end of attack on deletion not once per turn? Well, it doesn't really matter because you're still triggering it anyway.
Because it's guaranteed. So if it dies in security, you get the effect. If it lives, you still get the effect.
Just mix it with a little bit of purple in there and just hit it with a Death Claw. Pop it, trigger it again. Terrible ideas. I don't want that to happen. Dan, don't do it.
I'm not a Red Hybrid player, so you're okay.
No. It's for the purple.
RIP Hybrid.
Yeah.
Nah, we still wouldn't run him. We wouldn't run him. No.
Okay. So for the best level 5 hybrid in the game, and the 6 drops are 2 Medusamons because it has Rush and Progress. Very cool. Very ignorant card to be tripping at security with those petrification tokens. Very good card. And 2 Nezhaz. Nezhaz is a phenomenal red level 6 Digimon if I've ever seen one. Piercing, collision, blocker, rush, engage? Like what? Why is this card so good? And it can unsuspend. And it becomes immune. It just needs to do my taxes and it'll be the best Digimon on the planet. Like it's just a little short of that. But just resting at 16k on top of whatever else inheritables that just get flat DP buff, nothing's killing this thing. Then we got 4 of the BT21 Takuyas, 1 of the BT12 Takuya, the memory setter, and 4 of the best triple tamer in the game, because why not?
You don't see the memory setter too often anymore.
No, I'm wondering why he's playing it. Maybe because of the extra memory, maybe the extra 2k.
Well,
probably
if you go... Isn't it when this Digimon removes a security you gain 2? Is that the...
when this Digimon checks your opponent's security gain 2.
Yeah, okay. I mean...
When you're at 10k or higher. Effect. But you're... Yeah. So gain 2. Very cool. 2 Atomic Infernos. Let's be ignorant. 2 of my favorite hybrid option card ever. Spirit Evolution. I will never not play this card in any hybrid deck that I've ever played. Purple Hybrid, I played 1 copy. Red Hybrid, I played 2 copies. I just love the card. Draw 2. Why not? Do my full combo. I die. Spit out Tamer. Go into it again. Crazy. And 2 Crimson
I was on
Bliss.
that train from the very beginning.
Yo, Spirit Evolution, Dan. Spirit Evolution, yep. Dan. That card's phenomenal. Gain a memory, and then I get to go into it again. And then, if you want to be even more ignorant, Ginkaku Promote on top. Swing with Rush. So we'll give it up to Red Hybrid. And 4th place, we got Medusa. Medusa does not change. Just great red deck. If you're trying to get into the game, you just want a strong deck out the gates. Lamia, broken. Why not?
6/5s is pretty greedy.
Yeah, I guess he always just wants to do it. Just always wants to go straight into Medusa.
Yeah, but if you scroll down, I guarantee it's gonna be like 6 trainings.
Yeah, right.
I mean, more than likely, but let's get through this. You know, your typical.
It's Medusa
11,
speed running.
11 rookies, 9 level
It's the same deck it's been.
6 level 5s. Yeah. Okay, 3-star Rakos, not 4.
Unless Nezha pops out.
You never play 4-star Rako.
Listen,
Never play 4-star Rako.
3 Owens, 3 Owens, 4 offense, 1 scramble, 1 sprint dash, 2 red memory boost, 2 crimson blazes.
Yep.
5
training. Find our stuff or die
5
trying.
trainings. It's 5 trainings and 2 boosts, so 7 options at searching.
Yep.
Yeah. Never change, buddy. Never change. And then in the rest of our top 16, we have a Beelstar, 2 Beelstars in top 16. Another Toho Braves. I kind of want to see what this looks. Well, I mean, one more near the top of the chart. Same build basically, except it's playing the Kunlun's Imperial Decree and Crimson Blaze. So it's afraid of something.
Nice.
I'll just take a look at Beelstar very quickly. See if anything changed in the deck. No, he's playing the hybrid technology. I appreciate that. I love Kaiser Leomon, but he's playing the black Toy Agumon. By trashing 1 card with 3 Musketeers in your hand, draw 2. Okay, so you want to draw instead of search. Okay, interesting.
That way you don't miss Kaiser. You don't miss.
Yeah, you get to not miss your cards.
Yeah, you won't miss because the old one won't pick up any of your TS trait cards, so it won't pick up the Titus Skull. It won't pick up Diana, right?
Yeah, which he's playing Diana, very good, TS card. Why not play it if you have access to free evoing? Yeah. And then Titus Skull Belushi, same thing. You have access to Asuna. Just do the thing from trash. Just go straight into it. And then 4/4 Asuna, very cool. 1 image, 1 scramble, 4 red bind trigger, best option in the game. Don't interact with me, don't touch me. Unless you play Kongu, then I guess just be ignorant. 2 Dare Blitz, 3 Hurricane Screw Shot. Hurricane Screw Shot's the best card in the game. Why isn't it at 4? Well, it's really not. And then you'll like this. There are 1, 2, 3 Volcanismons in top 16.
Sheesh.
With 2 of them being in top 8. Yeah, 2 of them are in top 8. 7 and 8 are Volcanis. So,
I mean, for the most part, Volcanis probably doesn't even care about what TB does either.
Volcanis doesn't give a shit about anything. Straight up.
Yeah.
so this one that's in the top, it's in the top 8. I'm not sure, Gino, if this looks very similar to anything you play, but he's playing 1 Furo, 1 Greymon.
So
is that normal?
The idea here is the Greymon is just there in case you're losing and they hit your factory area as the last check because he's your blocker. That's basically the idea there for that. And then the Firemon's a pretty nice little tech that I've considered in my builds because it just lets you grab a card back from trash. So if your Volcanis leaves and you need a Volcanis back, or basically any of your 6s here because you don't really care too much about the 3s or the 4s. It's nice to have a card that grabs one back from trash. I've thought about the Firemon, but
So, all right. So as long as Gino says it's cool, that's what matters. We got your standard spread, 4 Volcanis, and then 2 Marsmon, and then I guess whatever flavor of the month people want to play in. We have 1 Neptune, 1 Diana. I think it's pretty cool. 2 Asuna, 4 Dan Yuki, great tamer, love it. And then 1 Monica. And let's go to the options, where there seems to be a lot happening over here. So we got 2 Kongu, 4 Divine Arms Version Omega, 3 Factorial Areas, 3 In Between Theaters, 2 Iron Slashes, 1 Sonic Shot, 2 Ignition Flares, 3 Title Streams.
Pretty standard option lineup, honestly. You need
that sounds very overwhelming for me.
Yeah, it's your pretty standard list. He really wants to get the unsuspend off the title stream, which is why he's on 3 of it. But yeah, these are honestly pretty standard. I'm surprised for 2 Congo instead of like a 1/1 Congo Crimson Blaze, which is what you tend to see. But I guess this guy really didn't want Angels or any other level 5 to swing. What's interesting about this Congo actually is I think about it, I think Shishima is play cost 7, isn't it? So they can't they can't execute.
This is a good attack against TB as well.
TB. All right, so we'll give that up to 7th place Volcanus and 8th place Volcanus. Looks the same, except he's playing one more Kokua. He's not playing Neptunemon.
Yeah.
And instead has opted to cut an in-between theater and playing 2 Crimson Blazes.
He also cut a Divine Arms, which is crazy to me.
What did he cut the Divine Arms for?
So that you can play 2 Crimson Blaze.
Okay. Oh yeah, these 2. Yeah.
He's also only on 1 Ignition Flare, while the other list was on 2. He has 1 fewer option, doesn't he? I think it said 19. So.
Let me see. This says 19, and then the other dude was playing.
Pretty sure he was on 20.
20, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. Wow. Okay. So Volcanus be doing Volcanus things. Volcanus does not care what anybody does. I'll be immune. I will stop you from playing the game, and you will enjoy it. Okay. And then moving forward, we got a TS Sloppy deck. Typical TS Sloppy. TS Sloppy, TS Sloppy. Oh, but it's playing Angemon.
Are you telling me there's a TS Sloppy Toppy?
Yeah, TS Sloppy Toppy. Sponsored by Soviet Life Water. Anyway, we have our multitude searchers. Every card in here searches for something. It'll always grab 2 cards. You got 13 searchers, 4 AGO, 3 Angemon with Ascension on it. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, okay. It's playing Siremon, so that's all automatically telling me it's playing Bacchus. So 3 Bacchus, 1 Diana.
That don't tell you anything because there's no Ceres. I would have thought there would be at least a Ceres there.
But I'm guessing the reason why they're playing. Oh, sorry, and then 3 Venus Mons, 4 Harmoros, 4 Tanyukis, 2 Central Town, and Abyss Sanctuary.
This deck looks like a nightmare to play against. 4 Minerva.
Yeah.
Is that 3 Venus? Yeah, 3 Bacchus. Like, this guy is walling up.
That's why he's controlling.
That's why he's on the 4 Sirens too. Like, don't remove my Minervamon ever.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch
exactly.
it. Let me trigger Homeros at the end of the turn. Play another one.
Yep.
Wow. So basically, this card is insane. When any Digimon or player Digiball, you may suspend one Digimon, then if played or Digiball by an effect, delete one of your opponent's lowest DP. So you're kind of already addressing TB's shenanigans. Just like it's like, all right, you're gonna play a card, cool, suspend it. Where's your execute now?
Unless it's Susano, he just neg 18 to the border. You don't care.
Yeah, but unfortunately, very cool. But what's the Ascension for?
Just to recover?
Just to recover, probably. I mean, if they drop Susano on you and you have these guys on field, they just go in.
Right. It'll go into security, and then now they can't burn as much because now you're effectively stopping them for doing 2 checks. You're doing 1 check.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So we'll give it to TS. Volcanus deck number 3. No
Interesting.
No Maramon's play nothing.
But he's on my boy Loco. Let's go.
Loco Poco.
That's strange.
And then we got, what does he do? Collision blocker. Reveal the top 3. You may play a level 5 or lower. A play cost 5 or lower Machine Cyborg or TS trick card without paying the cost, and return the rest of the top or bottom. And inheritable is collision and blocker. Very cool.
I play the Loco. I
decided to play Minervamon.
The whole idea is that you go Blimpmon 5 into Dan and Cannon, and you put it as the last card there, so that when you go into Locomon, it plays the Dan and Cannon for free, and then you can combo off from there.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Then you got Minerva, 2 Marsmons, 2/4 no Monica, and we're seeing 4 Divine Arms, 4 Factorial Areas, 4 in between theaters, 2 Iron Slashes, 1 Sonic Shot, 2 Ignitions, and 3 Title Streams. Sounds like a lot. We have the 3rd Toho Braves. Looking pretty similar, except only 2 Karakura, only 2 Amaterasus, 4 Kaguyas, 2 Ryugus. playing the 4 Shishi, and decided to play Valder Arms.
Interesting.
Very cool.
For the mirror, I guess.
Yeah, I'll say probably for the mirror.
4 analog use. Oh, no one's gonna get banned. 1 Genchi Continent, 3 Kunluns, 4 Sanjon arrivals. So, this is actually pretty cool. I like Valder Arms. I'm a big fan of Valder Arms. I like green cards. 3 TS Angels. I'll get back to those in a second. Yeah. I'm just going to skip those for now. I'm just going to go to Glowing Dawn. Glowing Dawn playing Ukomon this time.
Wait, hold on. Scroll up. Keep going. His username is Peak Break.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's very funny.
That's very funny. Sorry, continue. Uko and Beat Break, very interesting.
Okay, so he's always wanting to look for his cards, looking for his tamers. Without those tamers, his deck kind of folds like a lawn chair.
Makes sense.
So searching for Uko, searching with Geckos, searcher with Kyros? No? No, you return a card from trash to hand. All right, that's cool. 1 starter deck Monarch, 3 BT25, very cool. 4 Murasame, 2 starter deck Murasama. 4 of the sickest level 6 in this whole game. I love this card so much. Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah. My favorite dual card. 2 Habakurimons. 2 black purple dual tamer. 2 Tomoro memory setter. 4 of the guys. 4 of one of the best options ever. Because why not?
So what you're telling me is that he's just running a deck full of all the best cards in the game.
Just the best cards in the game, only for Beak Break. And actually opting to play the promo card. I've seen a lot of Beat Break decks not wanting to play this card, which is weird to me because I think this card's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's just a
like a 2 of maybe.
Yeah, like 2. Why not?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean I like it because I get to search and it's a memory and it's just. Memory boost. Like, why not? Why not play it?
Play it cheap off a Tomoro or Armaliza as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last Beal star for top 16. Playing Chikurimon.
A floodgate.
A little spicy.
For what? So they can't Susano you?
So
you can't drop Susano.
Yeah. Okay, execute into it.
So maybe there is a problem with a lot of decks.
That says you can't play. Shikori says you can't reduce play costs, right?
Right.
Correct.
How are you playing Susano? You're at
no. I'm 13. Saying execute into it with your other stack.
Right, but I'm sure you're not gonna. I guess it depends on when you play it, right?
Sure, because Karakuru just kills itself to kill whatever it wants. So. But interesting. I wonder if it worked out for him. I mean, obviously he topped, so he did well. But I wonder if that card came up for him.
Yeah, top 16. Playing 2 of the other Agumon, toy Agumons. 4/4, 1 Chimera, 4, 2 Satellas, 4, 3 Beelstar X's. No level 7s. Only 3 BT 24 Asanas, 4 of the good Asanas, and then 4 and 4 of the 2 best option cards in the game, and 2 Dare Blitz. Okay. I wonder how, like you said, Gino, I wonder how well this Shikurimon really played out for him, but it's nice to see that decks are trying to play around getting Susano'd, and I'm also kind of mad that can your deck do good? Yes. Can it not get destroyed by Susanoomon? Yes. All right, good. You're gonna do bad. No, it doesn't get destroyed by Susano. Okay, perfect. Like I think you can have some legs this format. And then just because to save a little bit of time, let's go through all the Angels lists. This one's playing Blimpmon. This one's playing the CS Shakomon. It's playing Magna X.
I've seen this deck in a couple Angel decks because you'll have the Pegasus in stack.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I like that. And then playing Blinding Ray, Treadmill Training, Yellow Scramble, and Sepia. Okay. Very cool.
Going on to the next one. I think if you're going to Magna X, you're losing. You're not doing the game plan.
Well, this was the one that placed the highest out of all the Angels lists. So he did something different than everybody else.
Just this one time.
Fair. And then the next Angels list, same egg, why not? It's actually deciding to play the one.
Run it through. Come on, go through.
One like
Angels list is
like
all
mine.
going
That's
to
like
be
we're running out of time.
More
Let's go. All right, it's Angels. You've seen it all.
Venus
What's
Mon.
interesting?
It's playing Venusmon. It's playing
All right,
Venusmon.
there we go. See, I
there we
told
go.
you we get to the check.
Venus
Rude
and
Moon.
Moon, pretty interesting.
And it's playing one in one of the trainings. Okay, not sure why. And then the
Again,
last
to
one,
me, like hold on, like to me again, you're playing this deck. You go into Venusmon, you're losing. Like that's just how my thought process is when it comes to these style decks where it's like you have to just win, and if not, you just lose. Like you go to a Venusmon, like cool, what do you do? Great, you're gonna get executed, like you know what I'm saying, or raided into or something. Like there's so many ways to get around a Venusmon nowadays. Like it doesn't matter.
I don't think you can target it with execute.
Why not?
you can't. If you have a security tech minus on something, you can't select her as a target.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. For
Raid,
that effect, but you can still raid. You can still raid into it.
Yeah, you can raid Shadow Legends into it. Yeah. And then the last Angels list is playing the Salamon.
That's pretty interesting. I've never seen an Angels list on the Salamon.
It's playing Cyclone Mon.
I like a Cyclone one.
Seen that,
okay.
seen that, yeah.
Okay, Marukimon. It's not playing any of the Minerva cards.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
I think Minerva's like the best 6 for the deck, honestly.
Yeah, no.
It's playing one red.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of those things where he was like, I don't have these Minerva
He was
promos.
priced out.
I'm going to just go Maroon.
Priced out.
Priced
That's
out.
the new answer. He's priced out.
Oh,
Priced
man.
out.
3 Sepias, 2 Treadmills, 1 Blinding Ray. So all in all, the regionals seemed pretty diverse in its own way. Although there was 3 TS Angels, only 2 Beal Stars, 3 Toho Braves, only 1 Cross, 1 Red Hybrid, 1 Medusa, and 1 Olympus Slop, and 1 Glowing Dawn. So not too bad for EX12. Shout out to these guys.
A lot of Volcanus, a lot of Toho.
And a lot of TS Angels.
It's not really technically a lot. Only 3 out of 16 is not that bad. It's still a good number, like
right.
percentage wise, but it's still not that bad.
For sure. I like it. I like it, TBH.
Let me, I guess, give final thoughts after seeing this on like the TV issue. For those people who think this is like a tier 0 deck or something like that, please stop. It's not. This indicator right here is not a tier 0 deck. We saw what the closest tier 0 deck in the game has looked like in Apocalypse when it was straight up dominating things.
Like 75%.
If APOC was around full power, it was still dominated just because the way the deck works. So please let's stop this nonsense. And if you're going into a regional or something like that, you should be prepared for a deck like Toho Braves. And if you're not doing your job as a competitor, in my opinion. And for those saying like, the deck is just, you can't do anything about it. Did you actually like play testing against it? Did you actually put in the work and the time to adjust your deck to make sure your deck is capable of doing that? For a quick example, if you're playing like Metal Empire, right, and you make your deck more of a defensive style, you're gonna get cooked. Why? Because Toho Braves is the best defensive style deck in the game right now. You can't compete in a defensive versus defensive deck when it comes to that. So you're gonna get cooked. So as a Metal Empire player, you need to adjust your deck according to that, which means even if you don't like it, you need to be more aggro about it. You need to make sure you have that line where you can go OTK and go for it, because you can't let them live if you can at least, make sure that doesn't happen if possible. Like there's just so many things you can do. Clearly the top 4 showed, hey, I can play a deck that can slow down Toho Braves or don't care what Toho Brave does. And the 3 specific Cross, Red Hybrid, and Medusa. Mind you, it didn't top in this one, but in the Australia one, what else topped? Malomyotismon topped. Why? Because DigiDane is a madman who put in the work to test against these decks. And you don't care as a Malomyotismon player against Toho Braves. You just do not give a single F. And so, like, you got to put in the work and the time. Don't complain because you've seen, people complain about it, or you saw the videos of Susano being dropped and someone didn't have it. Better learn how to play against it, because if not, like, you're going to get cooked and you're going to be one of those internet people who are just like, the game is dying, blah blah blah. The game is not dying. The game is in a good spot. And when BT26 comes around, we're gonna have more decks that's gonna compete with a Toho Braves style deck.
You're gonna be mad about something else.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad about something else. You're probably gonna be mad about Jupitermon, most likely, because Jupitermon just reads stupid.
Oh
you're gonna
my goodness.
You're probably gonna be stupid mad about Plutomon, Zombie Pluto trashing your hand. You're probably gonna be stupid mad about Dantemon. Yeah, you're probably gonna be stupid mad about Dantemon doing Dantemon shenanigans. I'm sure it's gonna be broken. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna be mad about Rosemon Burst Mode trashing security and stunning your whole board and telling you no. You're gonna be mad about all these things. We know it. I can imagine the comments now. Such and such deck is so problematic now. Blah 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 blah. Get good.
Oh my god,
stop
having it broken.
We gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back. What is it? Scrub player mentality syndrome. You know. Yeah, you gotta stop having that. You gotta stop having the scrub player mentality syndrome. SPMS. Like you just gotta stop with it, because like just get good with it. Like obviously sometimes you can't help it. It is what it is. You brick. You just don't have the right pieces, something like that. But like you gotta understand the matchups and not just complain about it. Like I'm so tired of hearing people complain about it or try dissuade someone who put in the effing work. I have put in the work at Metal Empire to know it works against TV the way I have it built. So please keep your bad comments in the back, because I don't give a F about what you say. Do
not comment. Do not subscribe. Do not share this video.
No. I didn't say no. I didn't say all that. I did not say all that. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment below. What do you think about TV and the madness that's going on in the game today? That's a specific thing to a specific person. If he watches it, you know who I'm talking about.
If we get this video to 200 likes, Dan will drop his game-breaking, Toho destroying Metal Empire list. Let's get this. Let's get this to 200 likes.
No, it's not even Toho destroy. It's meant to play against everything.
No.
It just so happens the way because I build it more aggro. No. I understand what you're doing.
I can see them saying
we're selling. Yo,
defeat Toho Braves with this one easy trick.
It's called Metal Phantom.
Big card game doesn't. Big card game doesn't want to let you know, and then on the secret.
Look, I said it from back then. People were not going to realize how to play Metal Empire, and I
don't even know how it plays.
In my opinion, like
I don't even know how it plays, baby.
Well, anyways, that was my last rant. That was my Varney rant. You know, I don't ever really go like that, but you know, I had to get one out because the TV thing has been crazy lately. Crazy. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's been everywhere.
But anyways, with that being said, any parting words for the listeners, the chatters, or whatever you want to call it right now? I'm just making up words right now. Commenters, that's what I was going to say.
Please remember your alternate
effects. The chatters.
Please remember your alternate effects. Don't be like me. Never be like me. Remember your alternate effects. They're really good sometimes.
Tell me how we fix SW, chat. Let me know. We got
Kowloon helps.
I saw all those reveals. I saw all those reveals for BT26. I'm like, oh, this is TB trait. Oh, this is TB trait. Oh, this is TB trait.
No, Zombamon give you alliance, get more pop. I'm just saying, I don't know, it could work.
Get more pop.
Here's hoping. We journeying all the way to the
pop lock and drop it. Pop lock and drop it. Now, whenever what's her name drops, or his name, I forget his name, the 7, the giant yellow dude.
Oh, Shakamon.
When we get a new Shakamon, that's the one that's gonna save the deck.
I hope so. It better.
A big thickness about to drop it.
Hey yo.
The Shakamon.
Anyways, we'll catch you on the next podcast. Peace out.
Peace.
Moment, everybody.